Well, good morning, everyone. It is about 20 to 7, and you can see it's dark here in Bellevue, Iowa. A good sign of spring is when you have barges coming up the river. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3 of them. I'm heading to Preston. We're going to do something to the farm today that I've never done. We're going to put egg lime on our fields. So I got to run down to Preston and get the conveyor belt to load up the spreader. Well, let's see what it's supposed to rain on Thursday, so hopefully we get these done today and tomorrow. So tomorrow night it's supposed to rain. Okay, here's this contraption I got to take up. So morning.
Morning, how's it going?
Good. Heavy?
Oh no, you move her.
So this thing here is a conveyor belt. We're gonna run this up to Bellevue, and then we put it down. We'll load lime into that bucket there. This is going to come way up, and then the ag lime will come down this thing and then dump into our spreader. So kind of an interesting contraption. Tire looks low. Motor, but we won't run that. Okay, we're leaving the Preston farm with that. We got the conveyor belt in the back, so we are going to go up and get this thing set up, so when Ron gets here we can start spreading lime on all of our fields. We're around, I'm gonna guess 350-400 ton of ag lime have to go on these fields up here. So okay, we'll see you up there in beautiful Jackson County, because right now we're in Clinton County. We're now going past the bean farm. Darbean and his mother, big YouTube watchers of Hartung Family Farms. This is actually their conveyor belt. They're letting us use it. He said, I was talking to him last night, he says it hasn't been used in 5-6 years. So it's good for him, because he was going to use it this fall. So it's going to be, we'll get all the kinks out of it for him. We spent about 2 hours doing some maintenance on it last night before we could bring it up. This is supposed to be brought up last night, but we just want to get it going in good shape so we don't have no problems up here in Bellevue, hopefully. So, well, there's the barge. Now you can see it. It's daylight anyway. Looks like there's 2 up above, 1 here. Hi, Jerry. You got both on here? Perfect. This is what Jerry built for me. 2 more feed troughs. Get them in that little spot over there. So, okay, let's see if we can get these in place in here now. Comes number 2. There's our new homes for now. Okay, I just FaceTimed Ron. We had to make sure we had this coupler for some reason. I don't know what it does. But, so we're good to go up here. He's still going to plan on being here about 10 o'clock. So I'm going to call Pat and see where he's at so we can get that thing set up down there where we need it.
Conveyor is gone and down the road. Guys are working on the shed. Nathan and Darren are working on feeding cattle. Pat is running the skid loader up to Bellevue, and my dad took the conveyor up to Bellevue this morning. I need to hop in our fertilizer spreader. Took a half day off work, a little more than a half day today. It is about 10 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning, and we need to get moving. So I'm gonna fire this tractor up, let it start warming up, pull it out and go get some fuel. I need to clean the windows on this thing too. Let that thing warm up. I can just hear you guys saying to yourself, Ron, clean your windows. Okay, I heard you. I'll clean them before I take off. So look at that. Much, much better. You guys can see. Let's bounce. We are on the road, heading north. Heading north up to Bellevue. Hopefully today we're gonna have a good day. No issues, knock on camera. And then tomorrow we'll hopefully finish up and move everything back home. Yeah, neighbor's dog's riding on his 4-wheeler. That's awesome. There's the larger cattle farmer in the area. Got some nice Deere equipment. He's got a mixed fleet. Fendt combines, a couple John Deere tractors, a couple Massey's. Maybe take a case or two. My Might be a touch overkill. Gooseneck trailer on a semi. Oh, just a couple miles outside of Bellevue now, but this is the first time I've ever driven a piece of equipment on the farm that has a backup camera, and man, do I love it. This thing's not too terribly wide. I can see all right around it with the mirrors, but just being able to look over and see exactly what's behind me directly, that's pretty nice. So we're gonna head up there. Like I said, we got 2 dump trucks that should start running here in the next half hour for us. Should be bringing me roughly about 15 ton of load. So hopefully they can average 60 ton an hour to me, and we'll be able to get everything done, or at least on the ground down below in Bellevue tonight. That's kind of the hope. Got barges on the river heading north, and they're full, so I'm guessing they got fertilizer going up north. Well guys, I just had a 5-mile long stretch where I could not let any traffic go. So most farmers will do the courteous thing and pull over at the next chance I get. So I appreciate any of these guys not passing like a dingbat. So appreciate it, guys. All right, now we'll continue on to Bellevue. Yeah, don't be that guy passing a double yellow. It's not like there'd be a passing zone, you know, 200 yards up. Come on, man.
How about this for timing? Look what's in front of me here. Ronald with the 340 and with all the dust. There it is, the spreader. A Stanford BBI Magnum Spreader Plus. Huh, big.
What man's footage? Well, we made it. Track, I suppose. There's Ronald. Oh, Budley's gonna bring the tractor down because we need the tractor to run that conveyor. So we'll see how it goes. Shut this guy off. Let it cool down for, like I said, the 5-ish minutes I went up top. So I'm gonna hook onto the conveyor. Get ready to move it. Because we gotta get this set up, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring dump trucks in and essentially, like I said, dump the lime right where the wheel of the conveyor is for the most part. We're gonna dump it right there, that way they can just back in right off the road, and we'll load it somewhere. Not sure exactly where we'll load it. Got our first load. Okay, we're starting. Well, we're doing it, Harry. We're really doing it. It's not loaded. Now I'll do my density test. Okay, we are loaded. Let's go see how this will go. Lugging the big load up the hill. Probably 18, 19 tons, something like that. Well, we're going. Getting some lime spread. We got a flat spot. I'm gonna go out and check and see how we're doing as far as distribution goes. I think we might be too heavy outside. Well, this is fun. Let's go out and see how good of a job we're doing as far as distribution goes. I think we might be a little heavy outside, I think, but we'll just have to check. It's a good bare spot right here. So here's my 60 feet right here. So honestly, not too bad. We're overspreading a little. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I think I might leave the distribution where it's at. It might be a little heavy center. Yeah, actually I think we're a little heavy center. Put a little bit more to the outside to do that. I pull the thing back just a little bit. So let's do that and then keep it rolling. First load is gone. So it didn't take that long. Loading. So this is ag lime, like I said. This stuff's a little bit wetter, it doesn't flow quite as nice. I'm having to disrupt it. Second load done, and there's some trees that fell. Actually, it looks like Nathan cut them. Just getting them off the road. I stop hitting them. Well, not too shabby. So we're just getting all the rest of these rollers running. Like that one wasn't running for a while and hasn't ran in years. We're just trying to get it going. Pat's got it moving. It's hard for you guys to tell, but another load coming in. This is load number 5. Cool. Getting her dumped. Speed up the tractor a little. Spreading. Just about out. And I'm out. And now we're loading again. Starting to get the hang of it. This is gonna be a full load here. So all we're doing is taking the skid loader and just kind of spoon feeding this conveyor. Sometimes it bridges up, so we gotta take her easy. Can't just dump it in there, which sucks, but it is what it is. See how it kind of bridges? She's full. I bet there's 25 ton in here. Let's keep the train moving. This is the biggest load I've had yet, so we'll see how this girl handles it. Got everything locked in. All power is going straight to the ground, and it's handled pretty good. Because I can definitely tell it's the heaviest load I've had to bring up. So you guys might be wondering, well, why the heck are you doing this? Well, it's a lot of product, a lot of work, a lot of time that we're doing this. So I'll break it down a little bit for you. So soils are very complex. It's not just throw your seed out there and sprinkle it. So we are trying to be as precise as possible to get as much out of our ground as we can without robbing nutrients. So we do a thing called soil testing that basically just takes samples of our soil across our field to get basically a cross-sectional average. Just like if you would go to the doctor to get your blood pressure checked and get your vitals checked, that's essentially what we're doing for our soil. So we are doing that basically to see what type of macronutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, as well as micronutrients and pH, which pH is what I'm actually correcting here. pH is essentially like the brain of all the soil. If you don't have your brain right, nothing's gonna work. So a lot of our soil over time turns acidic. So if you know the pH scale, 0 to 14, 7 being neutral. We want our soils to be between 6.5 and 7. Well, over time, like I said, our soils become more acidic. This field that I'm on right now is in the upper 5s. We don't like that. So what we were doing is we were applying this limestone, which is crushed ag lime, which is basically very common across really all of the farming countries. So we're putting that on to essentially raise the pH of our soil. That will basically help us uptake more nutrients, be more efficient with them, etc. So it's a very important thing to do, and we're excited about to do it. It's basically being able to do it ourselves, because it can be pretty pricey to do it as well. And I'll break down the financials here a little bit later. Spreading. So I'm just going to be blunt, guys, just looking at it. And it is slightly heavy downhill. So I'm guessing when we got our side slopes, it's just, like I said, there's that drop distance between the whatever it's called, the conveyor and the spinners themselves. So because there's that drop distance, I'm not recording my GPS, that's neat. Because there's that drop distance, you know, when you're at an angle, it wants to throw it more downhill. So I'm having to cheat uphill when I'm actually when I'm on these steep side slopes. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. It's doing pretty good. Guess what I see? Bulldozer coming to go work on this fence. That dozer is going to make its way over here. It's going to knock down this entire fence line. Next time you guys are up here, it's going to be very all done, and it's lunchtime. Okay, I'm back from my meeting. Hey, camera. Was not ready for that.
Good hands, Ron. Good hands.
Yep.
Looks like they've been keeping busy. Okay, I'm sitting in the tractor, running it forward. This will be my job here pretty quick when Pat leaves us. Oh, nice camera system he's got here. Okay, there he goes. There goes Steinus with the Buckster.
First field of lime is done. Took roughly 2.5 hours, which isn't bad. 32 acres, that's actually pretty close, because I had quite a bit of overlap. And 100 ton put on, roughly. Not too shabby. Now to get down this goat path.
Okay, I'm sitting in here again. Camera, scatter.
Well, there's first layout's done, so instead of going up there, I gotta go all the way back there, so it's about an extra 5-minute drive time to get back there, but it's gonna be what it is. It's gotta get done. So this is the fun hill. Oh, I hope I can make it up it. Well, I don't want to take any more than this up, because that was steep. I'm slipping. Well, that was fun. By fun, I mean not. Who left this gate? Come on, man.
We're trying to get this moved out of this mud hole. So what Pat's gonna do is he's gonna dump a bunch of this big rock in here as I pick up rocks. What he's doing here is he's making a base. So we'll make a base here. Level that down. And then come over with some finer gravel and put it on top, make this bigger. That way we can move this oiler, move this and put it over here. It's almost like a fishing hole here. It's an oiler, we put fly repellent. There's three things, a back scratcher, a mineral feeder, we got mineral in there, and then when they walk under that. So what that does is keep the flies off them to the most part. Deer tracks.
I'm just gonna walk out and see how I'm doing. I haven't checked in a little while. Making sure everything's looking good. Good as it can be, it should say. Because this is kind of a bare spot up here. But we're blanketing the ground, that's for sure. Honestly, it looks pretty even. We're going right to 60 feet. Right here, a little bit outside, but I'm okay with that. I'd say she's doing all right.
Okay, what he did there is he put a bucket of lime on it to give him some more weight. So now he's gonna pack it a little bit. Gives him 400 or 500 extra pounds. Then he'll just run over it a few times, back and forth, back and forth. That way you pack that rock down in there to get a good base. So you see he packed it down in here pretty good. This way you got a nice base. That way when the cows come in here, and walk around, they will not make a big hole like they did here.
Oh yeah, I was digging to get up here. Whew. Yeah, that was a little tough.
Buck. That's loud.
We are loaded, heading up the goat path, the even more of a goat path. So let's go ahead and go to that time lapse. Hopefully it's not a time lapse of me getting stuck for the second time. Or not second time, but second time going up this hill. Spoiler alert, I made it. This is fun. This is fun. Local logging company, the same one that's actually running our dump truck, is logging this timber here. Nice. And I'm just about out again. They are rolling. They're bringing lime. That's for sure. I might have to jump, do this field next. Just do a load out of this field to make it quicker. Now this is a load here. Whew. We're gonna go across the street to kind of get caught up. The trucks are catching me.
He's got a load on this bad boy. What we're doing now is we're gonna spread over here because we got a pile here because he's got to go way up there and then come way back to this point here. So to kind of get caught up so we don't have trucks sitting around because we pay by the load. Okay, so now he's adjusting it. I was putting 3 ton up there, but he's only going to put 2 ton here, so. Ooh, I'm going to get shot here. Still punching numbers in. There it goes. Get caught back up so we don't have a big pile sitting here. And he'll take the next load up top, and then another load over here, and then up there, and down here. You can see it's really spreading. You can see that pretty good back here.
Well, this one's fun. So I backed the rate down to 2 ton because I don't need as much in the bottom here based on our soil test. And I heat this sucker, so we're gonna cruise 15 mile an hour. Spreading. 15 mile an hour is all this guy wants to do.
What?
So basically I did in the time that normally 1.5 trucks come in by the time I get there, but this time I was able to do it. I might have to do another full one. Yeah, they're catching me. That's an even more full load. Oh, I love it. Well, we can do 16. 17 mile an hour. That's cruising. I'm in the flats now, so I'm giving her.
Oh, there we go. Now he's heading back up to my field way up there, so.
Spreading. Ride him, cowboy. Pulling out some logs. No, that buck got caught in the tree, in the fence. Oh no. Nice little basket rack. Got his hoof caught in the fence. Filling. So this is a pretty monotonous day for the most part, guys, but guess what? I've already moved 200 tons, 220 tons. Put that in perspective, that's 15 dump truck loads, roughly. Not too bad. Oh, I'm falling behind again. I dumped 2 trucks since I last was here. Luckily, the big stuff is just about done. I'm gonna switch and do a big load off of this one. Do a big load and do the flats. Finish the flats up, I should say. It's all about logistics. That's a lot of what farming is. How can you save the most money, use the least amount of stuff, and keep them all working 100% efficiently? Alright, gotta start the hydraulics up and rev up the tractor, and now we start dumping. This will be the hardest one to make it up the hill. I've gone up it a bunch to loosen up the rocks, so I'm going to be slipping. Hopefully I can make it. Got everything locked in, 15% slip, 16 pulling 20 ton up this hill. Oh yeah, I'll get her. Moving some logs. Another field in the books. So we got 60 acres done, plus another 30 or so down below. Not too bad. Guess what? I was today years old when I found out this thing had ventilated seats. What the heck? How have I just not known about this? And we've had this tractor for 5 years. Filling. So I was complaining a little bit about how it was doing in the hills. Honestly, I think it was just an optical illusion, because I did multiple checks, and every time I checked, it honestly did pretty. The spread was even. So I think this thing's impressive, very impressive. Ouch. Well, this is rough. Very, very rough. Gotta love cattle. Great manure, but we gotta really work this down. This is just fun. Covering ground. This is like a baptism on our farm for new equipment. Gotta take her through the creek. 2 fields left for tonight. Well, I said I was done with goat paths, but I meant I was done with goat paths on the south side, north side of the gravel road. Yeah, this is fun. Their trucks are catching me, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I was almost in a world of trouble there. I had to back down the hill a little ways. That was a very close call. Forgot my GoPro in the skid load, otherwise I'd show you, but I could not make it up that hill. I was in trouble. Yeah, so that was not smart. That was 100% operator error. I filled it up too full. I probably had 22 ton on, and I wanted to put 15, but I definitely was way too heavy, and I got stuck. So I tore up a little bit of grass and whatnot that we're gonna have to fix, as well as I had to back down the lane. So I screwed up, but I could have really screwed up. So I guess it could have been a lot worse, but it's still not good. Not good at all. You know what would have solved this problem though, guys? Scales. Sulfur. Oh, what do you do? So if I had scales on this cart, which this cart doesn't have an option for scales, I would have known actually how much I had on. I would have been like, nope, there's no way that would have made up the hill. So, all right, now a moment of truth. Hopefully I can make it up at this time. Yep, screwed that up. Okay, let's see what the damage I did. Not good. Not good. Got to get up and fix this. Yep. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. At least on the bright side, this is kind of rocky, so shouldn't wash as bad, but I gotta have my dad come up here, and my dad and I come up here and rake this and reseed it down, because not good. So what happened, like I said, was took too big of a load and tried to get up the hill. Couldn't make it. What do you do?
Got Ronald in there running it now. Pat had to take off, so two-man show. Big pile there left to go. Trucks are done for the night. Now we're just gonna get rid of that big pile right there.
Rolling, she's getting dark, but we're getting down there. We probably only have another 20 acres after this load. Not too bad. Spreading in the dark. Getting her done. Well, that was fun. Very, very fun. Got her done. Now, done for the night. I got probably 2 acres left in here, if that. Let's look. Yeah, maybe 2 acres. 2 acres and then 20 acres over there, so not a whole lot left. I'm just glad nothing got broke, because this is the first day we pushed hard. I'll tell you guys how many tons. Guess how many tons we did today. Guess down below. I think it'll surprise you. Well, that was fun. The answer was 400 ton. Wow, that's a lot for day one of going hard. For the record, one dump truck is 15 ton. So 25 dump trucks, if not more. That's quite a bit, especially given the terrain that we farmed. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields that we did with an average field size of 20 acres. Not too bad. All right, let's shut this bad girl down. It was a day, guys. It was a day. I was non-stop for 8 hours. 11 to 7, we basically kept 2 dump trucks moving. 350 to 400 ton. I haven't heard the final verdict yet. Monitor was a little high, but that's also because I kept it running for a couple times just to clean it out, so we're gonna be high for sure. But either way, it was a blast. It was a blast. I'm glad we did it. I think at some point once during this rain delay, we'll do some math for you guys, and we'll figure out exactly how much everything cost and what the dollars and cents are with everything. So anyway, I'm gonna head home for the night, guys. We'll be back up tomorrow to do it all over again. 5 more loads up in Bellevue to finish up, and then we'll move everything back. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and that's all for now.